Christy with Rising North. So, do you believe that a person can permanently eradicate the lower emotional states from our consciousness forever? So, those lower frequency energies like fear, doubt, shame, guilt, do you feel like they can permanently be eradicated from a person's behavior or embodiment? I want you to just sit with that for a minute and just ask yourself if you feel as though that can be done. So now I'm pretty sure that you probably have an answer in your mind about what your own belief is around that question. And how this video topic even came to me is that I work in the elements. My primary source of income is outdoors, and I work in tandem with Mother Nature. And Mother Nature tends to be a little on the moody side. So some days, bright, beautiful sunshine, not a cloud in the sky. Winds variable. Wish I could like put in an order to the universe for that every day that I'm out working outside, right? 70 degrees, beautiful temps. And then there's other days, days of storms, high winds, gale force winds. There's days where Mother Nature's just not that happy that day, right? So everything is kind of in disarray. Leaves are blowing everywhere. Temperatures are dropping. It's a damp, chilly, damp to the bone kind of cold out. Those days and everything in between. And so I guess the question that I want you to consider is, why is it that in the natural world, we readily accept the changing and the evolving and the process of becoming and reorienting and constantly flowing like a river, right? Just that's what nature does. That's what the natural world does. Every living species on our planet, everything that is alive, none of it is static. Nothing is fixed in the natural world. And so, why then do we chase this idea that we can permanently eradicate those lower emotional states from our lives? And I personally believe those lower uncomfortable feelings are a part and parcel of existence. They are here as teachers, they are here as guides, they are here to remind us that we are in living form, that we are always evolving, always changing, always growing, always becoming, right? So, can those lower energies be transmuted and recycled and changed into those higher states of being? Absolutely. To a certain degree, they can. So if you look at Dr. Joe Dispenza's work, if you look at a lot of scientists have done a lot of studies on this, and the field of epigenetics, the field of neuroscience, the field of neuroplasticity, all show us that yes, our reality can be altered, and we can condition our brains and hearts into a coherent state, right? That's going to alter how we generally feel on a regular basis. And I know this is true because I can tell you with certainty, I feel the best that I've ever felt in my entire life, right? For the past year and a half or so, I feel better than ever before. A lot of times I'm operating in those higher octaves of love, joy, gratitude, abundance. However, I don't believe it is realistic to expect myself to be able to maintain those states at all times. There are so many factors at play, right? There's the Earth's own vibrational frequency. Mother Gaia has her own, it can be measured, right? The Schumann resonance, you can look it up. She's constantly changing. So and we live on the Earth. So obviously that is going to impact our state. Our energetic frequency is going to be impacted by environmental factors, such as the Earth, such as the barometric pressure, such as the moon cycle, such as all other people that we come in contact with that we can their energy field permeates our energy field if we are in close proximity, right? So there are so many things at play, and to expect ourselves to just stay in this frequency of love and unity and divine, the divine, right? We are still in the human form. And putting these expectations on ourselves to always be in these higher levels of consciousness, maybe just, possibly, it might be beneficial if, yes, we do our meditations, we stick to our self-care practices, of course, and we try to operate there as much as we possibly can. But instead of shaming ourselves for what we consider to be a failure when we drop into those lower frequencies, maybe we should embrace it and just understand that it's a gift. It's part of the gifts, the wonderful gift of being alive, being able to feel everything, running the gamut from the highs to the lows and everything in between. Those fluctuations, right? That's what helps us to remember we are still alive. And it also helps us to bring humility into our lives, to know that we have nothing mastered, to know that we're no better than anybody else, right? We all have these roller coasters that we experience in our lives. And I guess the idea is we want to try to stabilize that ride as much as possible naturally. We all want to be functioning in these high level states all the time. I mean, you ask any person on the planet and they're going to tell you, of course, they want to function there. Ideally, it's great to have that lofty goal, but we also need to accept that the human condition embodies all of it, the messiness, the beauty, the imperfect, and everything in between. And so getting to be a little more gentle with ourselves might really benefit us in the long run, to understand that there's nothing wrong with anybody. There's nothing wrong with any of you. There's nothing wrong with me for fluctuating in and out of different moods and different patterns and different cycles of life. It's the nature of existence. And all you really need to do is look at the changing nature of any species on this planet. All you really need to do is take a look outside at the weather patterns. Imagine you telling the universe that you wanted the same day to happen from now until the day you die. You want 70-degree temperatures, sunshine, winds that are variable, and you want that day repeated from this day till the end of your life. It would be insane to even contemplate that thought is insane, right? Mother Nature, it does her own thing. And so do we. So ride the wave. Ride the wave of change and evolving and recognizing the beautiful gift of being able to experience the highs and the lows. It shows that you are alive. You are still alive. And when you are still alive, you've got every opportunity to create the life that you always have wanted to create. Until next time, this is